Do you think you could prepare for a flash flood with just a couple of hours' notice? Well, for some residents in Utah in the year 2015, a couple of hours was not enough. A low pressure system that came from Texas caused a large amount of rain in a short period of time in the area of Short Creek River, which is near the Utah-Arizona border. That area flooded. The Zion National Park also flooded. Both of these areas are typically dry and also have terrestrial landscape. The flood was caused by the rain running down the rocky areas into the low-lying areas because the rain could not seep into the soil. This flood was considered to be a flash flood because of how quickly it happened and how little time the people had to prepare for it. The first flood occurred when Short River Creek rose 3 feet in 19 minutes and then rose another 5 feet in 15 minutes. The rocky terrain affected where the water would flow and how fast it would flow into the flooded areas.
This flood was the single most deadly flash flood on record in the state of Utah. It resulted in 18 deaths and 2 missing people from the events of the flood. Many people were left with damaged homes, generally without power or fresh water. In order to have fresh drinking source, people were instructed to boil the water they had. Communities were brought together by this flood as they worked to clean up the streets, which were littered with debris, mud, and other particles left by the flood, along with mourn the loss of the people who died while searching for those who had gone missing. Flash floods such as these should not be taken lightly, and the residents of this area were adamant to not let an event this fatal happen again. Advisories for flash floods are taken much more seriously now than before the flood, and flood insurance was highly encouraged to the residents of the area. Caution and awareness is highly promoted in order to have a plan of action if a flash flood were to happen again. These are the sources we used to collect our information for this presentation.